course, it must have been really tough to live 1,000 years ago, but in some parts of the world, it would have been very inspiring. The Greeks and the Romans were long gone, but Muslim scholars studied and added to the knowledge of great ancient thinkers like Aristotle and Hippocrates and Galen, and as a result established really sophisticated and successful centres of medical care. In places like Cairo and Baghdad and Damascus, hospitals were funded by the individual charity of men and women and by public money. And in spirit, they weren't a million miles from the highest tech hospitals of today.
Imagine that hospitals at that time is even better than today. Unbelievable. So what happened to Muslims? At least keep the knowledge you have at that time and practice it today. Like, don't tell me that the Muslims, they went backward. Like, can't you keep what you have? As long they are even advanced from what people they have today, which is absolutely false and lie. Peace of Christ to all. Let us expose the liars. First of all, what a scientist have to do with religion? When they make a website speaking about the invention of Islam, what Islam have to do with invention? Should we make a website? It's called the invention of Christianity. We have millions of scientists who they are Christians. We can outnumber any religion in the world. You know, we are the one who came with electricity. We are the one who came with energy. We are the Jews. They are the one who come with the nuke, with the nuclear. We are the one who came with the aspirin. We are the one who came with antibiotic. We are, So if we want to be in competition with people, different religion, if this is religion competition about science, we are going to, outnumber everybody. But is that going to prove that Christianity is the correct belief? What does have to do with this? I will tell you why Muslims they do it. Because Muslims, they are bankrupt. Therefore, they have to look for something to make Islam look better. They could not find something to look Islam make good. And the funny, those scientists which Muslims are speaking about today and they are proud about them, they used to be, and they are actually a shameful people for Islam. I will go back in the video which the Muslims they are showing us a little bit. Here we go. And I will show you this.
Added to the knowledge of great.
Look at this. If you notice with me in here,
To the knowledge of.
This is a drawing of what? Of two men doing something about medicine, right? According to Muhammad, those scientists who made this book and made those drawings, they are going to go to hell. And they will be punished by Allah in the day of resurrection and they will be sent to hell. Which means, according to Muhammad, those are not Muslims. So, in order for them to be scientists, as you call them, they have to leave Islam. And you know what? I don't like to make speeches. Let me show you the proof. This is a Muslim website. Very, very, very Muslim website. It's called faithofmuslims.com. All right? Let us see what Faith of Muslims website is saying. Not me saying. Remember, I'm not the one who's saying any of that. So there is a question here being asked for this from this individual. He's asking a question. Let us move this a little bit to the side. All right. He's saying, is it a principle to draw face of a human without features? If it's principle, can I draw a human face from all sides without features, which means without eyes and nose, etc., as is some in some programs, like he's talking about computers? The answer now, the Imam, the scholars answering, praise be to Allah. It's a must, like we have to praise Allah. The Prophet, Allah pray on him and salute him. This is a lie, this false translation. They say sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not peace upon him. Allah pray on him and salute him. Stated that who makes images by drawing or engraving will be punished in the day of resurrection. And these human images are images to animals, beings such as a human, animals and birds, based on the fact that in the hadith it says that is going to be said, they will be told, bring to life that which you have created. Which means you draw an image, you are challenging Allah, you are claiming to be a creator. Just by drawing the image. Doesn't matter what you draw it for. Even if you draw it to be as a curtain, like this guy, he is what asking, he's a Muslim. He is not saying I'm going to draw an image to worship it. He is saying, can I draw a face? The answer is very clear. If you draw it, you have to create it. You have to be like God and make a creation like him. Can you do that? Allah will punish you. It was narrated from Abdullah ibn Umar, may Allah bless him, that the messenger of Allah, Allah salute him and pray on him, said, those who make images will be punished in the day of resurrection. Those who make images, they will be punished in the day of resurrection. And it will be said to them, bring to life that which you have created. So to be a scientist, to be proud about, you have to break the law of Allah. And that will take you to hell. And then a Muslim will be proud about you. Isn't it really weird? I will go to hell if I am a Muslim scientist because I'm drawing images. And then Muslim, they are proud about me, and then Allah will send me to hell. Allah will not be pleased with me. Allah will not be happy with me. Allah is going to take me to court and He will be punishing me for breaking His orders. But the Muslims are saying they are proud about those scientists. And even they are showing us their books having images which is a break of the law of their God. So to be a scientist, I have to go to hell, and then you Muslims will be proud about me for being scientists, but you will ashamed of me because I am breaking the law of God. This is how silly the Muslims are. Now, in the same time, they speak about, just to show you the fabrication, she said that the Roman and the Greek, they are already gone. Gone where? What do you mean gone? What do you mean exactly by gone? The Roman are gone and the Greek are gone? It's amazing. All the science of the Greek, the amazing nation of the Greek, it's gone. Why? Where'd it go? Oh, because now we have Muslims. Those are gone. Long, long. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And actually, when Muslims, they speak about the golden age, this is a golden age of robbery. Because Muslims, they were making a lot of money from attacking other nations, slavery. You know, Harun al-Rashid, one of the Khalifa, used to have in one palace, more than 10,000 women slaves. They do nothing except dancing for him. Those are not for cooking. Those are not for anything except dancing. Very pretty girls. They do nothing, just dance. 10,000 women. So what the kings at that time they were doing, they were grabbing those who they have, let's say, knowledge, etc., to give them in their side. They give them money. They cover them by money. You know, I heard that maybe you can make us from the silver gold. Can you do that? I will pay for this if you can do it. Can you? So this was not really about even science, because science and Islam, they don't fit together. In the same time, when Muslim, they make everybody in the Middle East make a discovery, they say it's a scientist and he is a Muslim. That is a lie. All the Arabic names we see, there is no proof if they are Muslims or not, because even the name Khalid, Umar, Jabir, those are Arabian names. They have nothing to do with Islam. As an example, Amr ibn Kulthum, a very well-known, famous Arab Christian. His name is Umar. Is that will make him a Muslim? The top 5 poetry people in the history of Arabia, they are Arab, and all of them, they are very Arabian names. So how you know that they are? Because their name is, as an example, Ali, or those names are used by the Arab before Islam and after Islam. And those Arab, those names are not made by Muslims. Like Khalid ibn Walid himself, he used to fight Muslims and kill them. So if Muslims today they use the name Khalid, doesn't mean that Arab at that time, who they are not Muslims, they don't use it. There's a lot of Arab Christians. I will give you an example. Steve Jobs, he died, and he is a son of a Syrian man. His father is a Muslim. He worked in a casino. He's a gambler. His mother, she was a prostitute. They have relationship with him. They dump him in the garbage. A Christian family, they took him, they adopt him, and he grew up in a Christian family. I guarantee you, in 50 or 100 years from now, the Muslims, they will make a book about Steve Jobs, and they will call him Muhammad Abdul, and they will say his father was a Muslim, so he is a Muslim, when the fact he is not. Even he refused even to shake hands with his father. But in the future, they will say to you, Steve Jobs is a Muslim guy, and here we go. This is his name. He is from Syria. He is from the family of a Jindali, and he must be a Muslim guy, and he will make him a Muslim. And they will say to you, we Muslims, we are the one who made Apple phone. Now, as long they are talking in their videos about a scientist, his name Al-Razi, this is what they choose. So I'm going to show you what Al-Razi is about. This is Al-Razi. They are showing us from the image. This is from the book of Al-Razi itself, which I like it. So I will go there. This is your Islamic website, and this is Tafsir Al-Razi. Your scientist, your doctor, the one you are proud about, right? Chapter 86, verse number 7. Al-Razi, he agreed with his prophet, the scientist Muhammad, that the sperm of the women come from the location of the ribs of the women, the location of the necklace. And then he continue and he says the following, that the prophet said, if a man have orgasm first, the baby will be a boy and will look like the father, and if the women have orgasm first, the baby will be a girl and will look like the mother. And as you see, he quoted in here in red. Now, are you proud about your scientist? Why your scientist did not dare to say to his prophet, you stupid liar, this is absolutely false. Who care about who have orgasm first and who have orgasm second? So according to Islamic scientists, and this is the first scientist in Islam, this is Muhammad. Are you telling me Al-Razi is better than Muhammad? Don't tell me that, please. Allah will kill you. According to the first scientist in Islam, Muhammad, Allah pray on him and salute him, the man having orgasm first, the baby will look like him and will be a boy. Is that what scientists says, or this is totally false and fabrication? The answer is very easy. It's fabrication. We can take, by the way, translation to Google Translation, and we can get it from there. And actually, here we go. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, and this is the Muslim translation, which is not really accurate, but it goes in here. In Arabic, it says that not only the child will resemble his father, the child will be a male, resemble his father. In English translation, they take it as a male, because they are trying to cover the shame of their prophet. So if a man having sex with his wife and get discharged first, the child will resemble the father. And if the women get discharged first, the child will resemble her. Like, come on, Muslims. Is that science? Absolutely. This is the science of Muhammad. What about your prophet saying that the baby is going to be 40 days in his mother as a sperm? Have you ever heard about a sperm inside the woman for 40 days? What he is doing? A journey? Disneyland trip? 40 days? Sperm die maximum after 3 days after entering into the women. 40 days doing what? Or 40 days in the womb. In the womb? The sperm in the womb? Are you sure? So if we want to talk about science, we can go and see science all over. Now we continue with the scientist Al-Razi. After the scientists Al-Razi agree with his prophet that if a man have orgasm first, the baby will be a boy. If the women have orgasm first, the baby will be a girl. He extended the knowledge of his prophet. Look what he said. Because he want to cover the problem in the Quran where it says that the sperm of a woman is coming from her ribs, which absolutely scientific. So look what he said. To exaggerate in supporting the Quran mistake, look what he is saying here with me. He is saying those who says that the sperm is, established in the testicles, they are wrong. The fact most of the sperm is coming from the brain. بل معظم أجزاءه إنما يتربى في الدماغ والدليل عليه أن صورته يشبه الدماغ. The most of the sperm grow up in the brain, and the proof of this, that the sperm look like the same cells of the brain. Look, amazing. He is he noticed that. You can see, guys, he really noticed that. And by the way, he is comparing, not the sperm, by the way, he's comparing the look of the baby when he's born. The baby when he's born, he's going around himself, and that look the same as the cells of the brain. So this scientist is thinking, why the baby look like this when he's coming out of his mother? He is resembling the brain cells. He is coming from there. So this is your scientist. And you are telling me science and discovery, it's a joke. What about Ibn Khaldun, the one Muslims are so proud about him, who said there is no place the Arab they enter but they ruin it. There is no place the Arab they enter it and they ruin it. And not only that, he said that, because he's racist, that the black people are savage, they are satanic, they don't have even a spirit of a human. Or what about him saying the Arab, they are the top smart people, because the food they eat, and others, they don't have the spirit of a humanity in them, especially those who live in Africa from the black, because they are not worshipping Allah. A lot of funny things. Or what about Allah saying, the biggest scientist in the world, Allah, saying that hail coming from mountains which is located in the sky. Did the scientist of Islam agree with him? He sent down from heaven mountains wherein is hail. So where the hail is coming from? From mountains. Where? In heaven. It's I think your God Allah, he was watching what the name of the movie, Avatar, something like that. Those mountains are flying. So Allah is telling us in here his science, how the hail is coming to this earth, where it's coming from. Allah, he break from mountains and he throw them at the one he don't like. You see, he strike with it, so he submitted and he strike with it those who he don't like. Isn't it amazing science? So please, Muslims, like I want to give you the example. Actually, read my book, Variant Number 2 is going to be out soon, which is nothing but refuting and exposing the false scientific miracles in the Quran, showing that it is totally the opposite. It's a chaos of lies and fabrications and deception. At the same time, it's an error, it's fairy tales, and people will laugh badly when they read my coming book. Just wait, it's going to be out, I hope, by the end of the coming month. Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and Muslims, trust me, even of all the Muslims of the world, they are Muslims. What does this have to do with your God? Even if all the scientists of the world are Christians, what does this have to do with our God? What if all the scientists in the world, they are Hindu? What does this have to do with their God? It's a stupid, silly, and if you want to tell me when you say the word Muslims, tell me what Muslims did to humanity, and we will tell you what they did to humanity. They brought nothing but war, bloodshed, until now, number one killing machine people in the world, they are the Muslims. And nobody can be in competition with them. And if you Muslims cannot even live in peace inside your countries with each other, how you can tell me that you can be good to humanity? Go and see how many girls they've been killed by Muslims just last week. What the crime of those girls? They are Muslim girls. Why? Because they go to school. It's against Islam to go to school. Muhammad actually, Aisha, she said, the Prophet said, don't teach the girls reading and writing. Teach them only one verse in the Quran, one chapter in the Quran to recite it and how to make a clothes. That's it. And this is why those Taliban are killing girls who want to go to school, because simply this is against Islam. And you are telling me about science? So don't talk about science, because Islam is absolutely the total opposite of science and scientific behave. Thank you all for listening to my video. Christ is Lord. Islam is made by a dummy for dummy. I mean to that. Thank you.